Tonight, we're hearing from that sergeant and getting a look at the amazing video.
Eyewitness News reporter Greg Argos has the story.
On December 2nd, Sergeant Michael Verga with the Hamilton Township Police Department was working the overnight shift.
I was just patrolling the neighborhood
when he decided to turn down Drosera Avenue,
trying to keep the neighborhood safe.
Minutes after 3 in the morning, pitch black, this road has no lights, when suddenly a flash in the sky and the sergeant's dash cam captured everything.
When you're on patrol or on the shift, you tend to see some strange things from time to time.
But this streak was something different.
Trying to process exactly what I was looking at.
What you actually were able to see was a meteorite entering Earth's atmosphere.
Michael Maley with the Franklin Institute says the fireball was caused by the reaction between the air, the speed that meteorite was traveling, and what it's made out of.
The heavy materials, mostly iron and nickel, coming into contact with the Earth's atmosphere, moving at incredibly high speeds, causing a fireball across the sky.
And though it looked like it was near the sergeant,
I didn't hear any noise, which I would probably associate with it actually striking the ground here.
It likely was thousands of miles away and fully disintegrated before it hit Earth. But it did leave behind more than a memory for Sergeant Verga and his department.
I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life.
So really just some incredible video. The department there actually posted on their Facebook page less than 24 hours ago. It has since gone viral, viewed more than 10,000 times. We posted a link on how you can check it out once again on our website, cbsphilly.com. I'm live here at the Franklin Institute. Greg Argos, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Greg, thanks so much.
Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? A fireball in the sky. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire over New Jersey last night. Incredible. And you saw it in the on the thumbnail there. Matter of fact, if you're watching today's live broadcast, we will show you actual footage of this incredible fireball that raced through the sky. South Jersey police were on patrol when the flash of light suddenly streaked across the early morning sky. Hamilton Township Police Sergeant Michael Verga, his dash cam captured the fireball streaking across the sky at 3:09 a.m. this morning. It's just incredible. The light exploded before disappearing. A very rare event without question. You may remember the one in Russia. It's very rare to have them this close come racing across the sky, but it was captured in New Jersey. Fireballs. Well, we got wildfires burning out of control in California. We have 3 mega earthquakes, 6.7, 6.4, both in Micronesia, 6.2 in New Zealand. We have wars, rumors of wars, all kinds of different things happening simultaneously around the globe. And so we're watching closely as all of these apocalyptic signs are drawing us ever so closer to the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. Matter of fact, for you in New Jersey, here's what it says in the Bible. In St. Luke's Gospel, chapter 21, verse 25. For there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea, the waves roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall we see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, for your redemption is drawing nigh. The Son of Man is coming soon. Will you be ready to meet him? Are you saved? Don't miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. That's 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com.
Up in the sky, a bird, a plane, nope. Another light streaking across our sky, this time in the Bay Area. Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida.
And I'm Elizabeth Cook. As the sky lit up, so did our phones, emails, and Twitter posts came pouring in about a streak of light over the Bay Area tonight. KPIX5's David Jackson saw it with his own eyes. He'll describe it in a minute. But first, Kristen Ayers talked to astronomers tonight. Kristen?
That's right. Scientists at Chabot Space and Science Center telling me tonight that the streak they saw across the sky was likely what's called a small sporadic meteor. That means it was not part of a larger meteor shower. Now, some of those reports of seeing that meteor started coming in around 7:42 this evening. People reporting it on Twitter and calling in at KPIX5 to tell us they saw it. The American Meteor Society had at least 20 reports on its website, and they said it was seen all across the West Coast, from Seattle all the way down to Big Sur. So lots of those reports pouring in all evening. Astronomers are actually telling us that these types of meteors are not all that uncommon, but they say the fact that that asteroid happened yesterday in Russia simply has more people watching the skies tonight. And of course, one of those people, KPIX5 reporter David Jackson, joining us live now. And David, you saw it with your own eyes.
I sure did, Kristen. I'm not surprised there would be a lot of response to this because it was mighty bright up there in the sky. I've seen plenty of meteors over the years, and I don't recall seeing one with such a tail and for quite as bright, I guess, of a light as this particular one was. We're here working on another story in San Francisco at the time, driving in the van at the time, and I looked up immediately and saw this streak across what is for us the western sky looking toward the west, and immediately looked at people on the sidewalk all looking up and pointing as well. So yes, it was quite a moment, and with all the meteor activity that we've heard plenty about over the last couple of days, no surprise that people were even more sort of taken by what they had just seen, and were looking at each other and saying, did I really see that? But yes, it was remarkable and very interesting. We'll have more from the Mission District here coming up in just a few more minutes on yet another story. So right now, back to you.
All right, David, thank you for that report. Of course, our little fireball was really nothing compared to this monster. Take a look. Yeah, and the sound that went with it, a 10-ton space bomb that went off over Russia yesterday, powerful enough to knock down brick walls. But until those final seconds in the skies over Chelyabinsk, no one saw it coming. In this day and age, how is that possible? KPIX5's Sharon Chin tells us the answer pretty simple.
A bus-sized fireball exploded across the Russian sky. Dashboard video cameras captured the meteor soaring an estimated 33,000 miles an hour with a force of 20 World War II atomic bombs. The explosion shattered thousands of windows and injured about 1,000 people in Chelyabinsk. The sonic boom felt in homes and classrooms. Astronomers call it cosmic coincidence that the meteor struck on the same day that an asteroid passed near the Earth. But why did we know about the asteroid a year in advance, yet have no warning about the meteor?
It just snuck up on us, and that's not unusual for those small ones.
Gerald McKeegan, astronomer at Chabot Space and Science Center, says the meteor was too small to detect by ground telescopes and radar. The meteor was only a third the size of the asteroid. The asteroid was about as big as a supermarket, and McKeegan says we're lucky it missed us.
something like that hits the ground, it's going to be pretty disastrous. It would be the equivalent of a 2.5 megaton nuclear bomb. You know, something if it hit downtown San Francisco, it would wipe out most of the city.
The meteor in Russia smashed into an icy lake about 70 miles outside of town. Scientists say they will study the space rocks, hoping to discover the origins of the solar system.
Some say what happened today is a wake-up call to better detect meteors and asteroids headed our way. In the Bay Area, some former astronauts are organizing a privately funded mission to build and launch an infrared telescope that orbits the sun and tracks asteroids and meteors before they hit the Earth.
I'm guessing somebody's going to organize a voyage to go into that lake and find what's down there.
There's absolutely, because we're talking about getting thousands of dollars, possibly more a pound. What makes them more valuable, these pieces, is the fact that they were documented and that they cost damage.
Wow.
A lot of money to be made.
Sometimes they're platinum, iron based, all kinds of different elements there.
Yes, good for profit and for research.
All right, sure. Thanks for that.
I saw a shooting star directly in front of me.
It looked like a lightning bolt.
Just saw two lights basically like right over there.
Just shone right over the whole bay. It was.
And here's a look at what they saw. This video sent to YouTube showing what appears to be a ball of fire streaking across the night sky.
Good evening. I'm Dan Ashley.
And I'm Amma Dates in for Carolyn Johnson.
Well, it has certainly been a strange 24 hours for things coming at us from space. The giant asteroid that came close to Earth, the meteor that exploded in Russia, and now tonight's breaking news, a meteor streaking across the Bay Area sky. ABC 7 News reporter Alan Wong is live at Chabot Space and Science Center in Oakland tonight. Alan, a lot of people saw this thing.
A lot of people saw it, and a lot of people were talking about it tonight. Many of those people up here came to see an asteroid passing by the Earth, but instead it's been like Christmas time for astronomers. Reports are coming in from around the bay, but mostly on the peninsula. A bright blue light streaking across the western sky at around 7:40 tonight. Someone claiming to have recorded the meteor while driving down 280 posted this video on YouTube. Another witness looked at the video and says it's what he saw as well. We caught up with some people who saw it at Ocean Beach in San Francisco.
Just it looked like a flash of lightning. And that's basically what it looked like. And it was quick. It happened. I saw it twice. He saw it once or twice. Like 3 times.
We just saw two lights basically like right over there.
Just shone right over the whole bay. It was crazy. It was like insane.
Apparently there was another bright meteor seen in the sky. Maybe not as bright as the one that was seen in Russia.
More people seem to be paying attention to the sky after a meteor slammed into Russia today. It streaked across the Siberian sky and smashed into the Earth with the power of an atomic bomb, injuring more than 1,000 people, mostly from broken glass. NASA says the meteor was about the size of a building and moving at 40,000 miles per hour.
The recent occurrences is probably what makes people interesting. That's definitely what has me up here.
What do you know about asteroids?
I know that they can be dangerous.
Meanwhile, another asteroid is passing very close to the Earth tonight. It's the closest any asteroid has ever gotten to the Earth. Stargazers came out to get a glimpse of a fuzzy dot on a video screen. 17,000 miles seems like a long distance, but the asteroid is so close to the Earth that astronomers say the Earth's gravity is bending its path.
Which means it does have some potential, although it doesn't have an immediate potential of hitting the Earth.
A lot of astronomical activity in the past 24 hours, but astronomers here say it's just a wonderful coincidence. Reporting live from the Chabot Space and Science Center in Oakland, I'm Alan Wong, ABC 7 News.
Just still odd, so close together. Alan, thanks very much. Well, people have been tweeting about this tonight. This from Texas girl Erin, who tweeted, "Just saw it from Market and 5th in San Francisco. Intense and colorful." And Kept Floatin' said there was a trail of bluish-white light for about 10 to 20 seconds. And this from Angela. "We were on 280 heading north when we saw a bright falling star, as my kids call it." Now, if you snapped a picture or video of the meteor tonight, we would certainly love to see it. Just send it to youreport@kgotv-tv.com.
Well, it is unlikely that a meteor will ever hit your home.